Hello and welcome to Byfield Newbury, Triton High School. We're here tonight. I'm Patrick Heffernan.
And I'm Emily Colby.
And we are here to watch the Triton Vikings take on the Amesbury Indians, right?
Yep.
Okay, Amesbury Indians. Two teams that are 1-3 coming into tonight. Triton coming off a win last week, the first win in a couple of seasons, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, they lost their star quarterback and star defensive player, Kyle O'Doy. Did you see him in school this week?
Yeah, I did. Definitely trying to keep the team atmosphere and attitude up. Losing O'Doy is huge.
It is. It happened to him last year, I think, in game 3 or 4, and they had to completely revamp the offense around just a sort of a wishbone all-running game. So I suspect we're going to see that tonight too, right?
Yeah, definitely with that hit, he knew instantly that it was the same shoulder that popped out and stuff like that. So.
Right. But as we all know, the most important thing is he's going to be back and ready for basketball, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. And we got a Triton Viking mascot out on the field tonight too. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's got the cape and everything going on, so kind of fantastic.
Yep, trying to stay warm on a chilly night.
Yeah, it is a little bit cold here. So, and so last season they had to go to an all-running game. Amesbury also plays with a heavy running game. So that could mean a really quick game tonight if the clock never stops. And the other... O'Doy's out there as a captain. No, he's not. Yeah, he's out there as a captain, right? Yeah. The other big star in this team on the offensive end of it, along with Ethan Tremblay, the running back. I'm trying to think of who the other back is. But then we have freshman Chris O'Doy. I'm sorry, Chris O'Doy.
Chris Colby.
Chris Colby. Any comment on him? Is he any good?
Not too good.
Not too good.
Not too good.
All right. Well, we'll see what his sister says about him over the course of the game. So we have Eric Gundrum with us tonight as well on the stats. And this should be good. Good atmosphere. Good crowd tonight. Do you watch a lot of football?
Yeah, every Sunday. Always the Patriots.
Okay. College ball too, or just Patriots?
Mostly just the Patriots, but college game whenever I can.
So I can rely on you for identifying the different kind of formations and some strategy and tactics?
Slightly.
Okay.
Maybe a couple of them.
So we're going to see Triton kicking off tonight to start the game. I don't know if that's a Belichick won the toss and deferred or not, but so we'll see. A good crowd here tonight, and a loud crowd based on what we can see. A good number of fans. It's fantastic. And a nice cold Friday night. Really no wind at all. We were here the other night. The wind was kind of blowing around quite a bit a few weeks ago. Actually, it was about a month ago now. The last game that we saw them play.
Elliott Lent kicking off for the Vikings.
Decent deep kick back to about the 20-yard line. Fielded cleanly by Amesbury, bringing it up across the 35 to almost to the 40. It's going to be first and 10 at about the 36-yard line for Amesbury. So last week in the win, O'Doy with a couple of interceptions that were key. So he's not on the field now, and I'm not sure who's got his position out there. We got number 1 and number 3 back, Chris Colby and Alden Lentz back there in the safety positions. And Amesbury sets up with a really tight running offense. 3 wings, 3 running backs in the backfield. Hit in the backfield, but he spins around, gets by him. Number 4 carries it for about 7 yards. So the first play of the game, Joseph Tilton, a junior for Amesbury, with about a 6-7 yard gain. And what's crazy is there's no PA announcer tonight. So what we've had in the past is that we've said something and then the PA announcer corrects us and tells us, no, it was 6 yards or 7 yards. So we don't have any correction tonight. So Amesbury again in that heavy offensive run set. Number 30 is going to cut to the right, not get anywhere. Great tackling by Triton.
All week in practice, they've really been working on blocking the run game. They knew Amesbury was going to do that coming into this game, so setting apart on the line.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see a lot of that running tonight. And at a third down and short, about 3rd and 3 now, just shy of the 45-yard line. Probably going to see them run the ball again. That is their offense. They're going to stick with it, especially on the opening drive. Quarterback's in the set. He's going to pitch it to the right. Number 20 is going to take the ball. Looks like he's going to get a first down a little bit more. Makes a cut, gets by the last defender. Here's the block, and he can't get to him. And it looks like Amesbury is going to score, and that's going to be an opening touchdown. No flags on the field, and that's good. Amesbury on a 3rd and 3 at about the 45-yard line. Breaks it out with a run to the right where he cuts back to the middle and gets right by Triton. What happened?
Breakdown on defense, I'd say. Nobody could seem to make the tackle. They got to wrap him around and throw him on the ground, I guess.
When he got into the second level, it seemed like he hesitated for a second, so I don't know if he got some extra blocks on the linebackers. But then once he got past that, there was just no stopping him.
Amesbury has some big guys on the line, too.
Yeah. It's going to be a long night if they can run like that. So they're going for the 2-point conversion in the set. He's going to hand it up the middle. No, he's going to roll out to his left and toss it, and he's going to be out the back of the end zone. And so they're going to fail on the 2-point conversion, but they're going to put 6 points on the board really, really quick. 1 minute and 25 seconds into this game. And the first, so they only had 3 snaps before and they scored on the 3rd. Didn't even need to convert for a first down.
Triton looked strong on the first 2, and then the 3rd just got away from them.
So we'll see what happens. Triton gets to come out, get the ball, see if they can march down the field and do the same. So did you come to all the football games last year too?
Nope,
No.
Not as many.
It was tough. Last year was a tough season. But I mean, a good rebuilding year this year. And O'Doy has another year after this, right? He's only a sophomore? Right, or a junior. And then your brother's only a freshman, so a lot of talent still on this team. So kid's last name is Cleary Bentley. Going to give the kick here for Amesbury. I can't say his first name, just I can't. That's the one thing I've never gotten used to doing calling these games is like showing up and looking at the roster and trying to figure out what the names are. So Amesbury is going to send it, and it's kind of a line drive knuckler kick. It'll be fielded pretty cleanly, bringing it around to the middle. He's going to swing out to the right. Not going to get anywhere, unfortunately. So a decent run back, not a huge run back. Triton's going to have the ball now at about their own 30-yard line or so. And so who's playing quarterback for Triton tonight with O'Doy out?
I believe it's number 14, Ty Schultz.
I think he took over for O'Doy last year too when O'Doy went down. So they go into, looks like their sort of typical offense. Colby swung way out to the left. 4-receiver set. Quarterback's in the gun. So even without O'Doy, they're going to go with the run or the passing game.
Oh.
Nope, it's going to be a run and a fumble, and Amesbury's going to recover the ball. So on the first snap of the game for Triton, looked like a miscommunication between the quarterback and the running back, and unfortunately that's going to result in Amesbury's football right there at the 30-yard line. So that was not the start that Triton needed. Amesbury with the ball again now. Our stats guy, Mr. Gundram's going to have a field day tonight if all that happens is Amesbury takes the ball and runs it. They set up in a pass play, but just didn't have the protection inside and fumbled it. So here we go. Amesbury again, up the middle again. Tackle this time by number 50 for Triton. Barry Nangle. Second down now and about, looks like second down and about 6. Now the ball's at about the 30-yard line or so.
Amesbury setting up in the same formation that they've used for the past few plays.
And this time they're going to give it all to the left. Good tackle again by Triton. Number 4 on the tackle, and you can see that is number 62 as well. So this is what happened last time. They stuffed him pretty good. This time it's a 3rd and 5 instead of a 3rd and 3. So they just need to hold him. Last time they ran the ball outside to the right and then cut it back in. See, I don't think we're going to see a different offensive formation from that team, from Amesbury.
Oh, I mean, I guess if it worked last time on the 3rd and 3, then why stop now?
Right. They must not have a kicker though, since they went for the 2-pointer. This time it's going to be up the middle again. Looks like it's somebody good for a first down. Pretty decent run by the Amesbury running back. Number 30, who's at 38 on the run?
I think that was number 30.
So Hayden Ayat, senior for Amesbury. It's cold.
The wind's starting to pick up here in Byfield.
It'd be a lot nicer being on that field right now, even if you were getting hit. So again, Amesbury in the 3 running back set. Going to be a handoff straight up the middle again to number 30. And he's going to get a lot more yardage again. I think he's going to be short of a first down, but it's going to be second and maybe 4 or 5. So Triton's defense is going to have to really step up here and make some big tackles, because going in the hole by 2 touchdowns, still with 7 minutes left in the first, is going to be tough.
Amesbury's already within the first. Is it second and goal?
Number 30 again to the right. No, it's a keeper by the quarterback all the way out to the right side. It's going to be a touchdown. He walks it in. Triton just did not read that play at all, and the quarterback keeper with the fake up the middle, the play they've been running a couple times in a row, and then the quarterback just kept it. Number 2 for Amesbury. So Troy Hamill with the touchdown on that one. Just kept it and ran it all the way around by himself. That was like a naked bootleg, and he made it work. So 2 touchdowns on the board already for Amesbury, and we're at the 8-minute mark in the first quarter. But again, it doesn't look like they have a kicker. So again, they're looking at the same set. Last time they tried that little pass play and it didn't work at all. Let's see what they go with this time. He's going to hand it off to the left. He's going to drive and going to score, it looks like. Yep, and he's in for the conversion. So just like that, Triton's down 14-0. They've had 1 offensive snap, and it was a fumble. And so a chance for the offense to get back out there and show what they can do. This is not like watching the Patriots.
Certainly no.
Not yet. At least not from the Triton side of the ball.
T-O-U-C-H down, down.
They are loud.
T-O-U-C-H down, down. T-O-U-C-H down, down. A-H-S.
All right, Triton with a chance to get the ball back here and start to catch up on this Amesbury team. So you know they have ties in football. I know you had a tie today in soccer against Amesbury. So right now we got to hope for that, because we're not looking. Although it's early, it's really early.
I was trying to call you.
And here we go.
I called earlier to let you know.
A rolling kind of a kick this time, fielded pretty cleanly at the 30. He's going to come out to the right, get stopped up at about the 35, gang tackled by Amesbury, and down he goes. So let's see if Triton comes back out in the same set, or whether they change things up already on offense. So you're looking forward to indoor track, you said, right?
Indoor track this season, yep.
That'll be good. You looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Track season is one of my favorites. Well, I love all my sports, of course, but.
Well, you have to say you love soccer, because you're in the middle of soccer season, so you can't say you don't love it. What was your event in track last year, spring track?
I ran the 200, the 400, a little bit of everything through the javelin.
So Triton's quarterback back. Same set as last time. This time it's a handoff up the middle. This time it's going to get a few yards, at least out maybe 3 or 4 over the 35-yard line. Who's our running back tonight? Is that Tremblay? No,
yep.
It is.
Better snap on that play than the first play of the game.
Yeah, definitely. So Ty Schultz at the quarterback and Tremblay at the running back. They're going to set up again. Again, they got the 4 receivers. This time 3 to the right, 3 to the left, and 1 to the right. Takes a snap. He's going to get handed up the middle. Again, he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards.
Indians read that play.
Yeah, they did. Little fake by Tremblay, but it wasn't really enough. I mean, sorry, Schultz. Who's our quarterback? Schultz. So again, 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. 3rd down at about 5. And here's the snap. And this time he's going to throw out to the left. And Colby drops it, unfortunately, but it looks like it was a forward pass, so it's not going to be called a fumble. Just going to be an incomplete pass. That was one of those little sort of bubble screens. It was quick screens, and Amesbury wasn't ready for it, but neither was Triton by the looks of it. So Triton to punt now. Who's our punter, 21?
I believe O'Doy was the punter also,
I think
and
he was,
without
you're
him.
right. You're right. Low snap, scoops it up. Decent punt, though. Look at that. Bounces at about the 40-yard line. Keeps rolling, keeps rolling. A good Triton bounce. Going to go all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Excellent punt by that kid.
Number 21, Arthur Stanley.
Either that or 28. Could have been 28.
Oh, 28. Dylan Watson.
Dylan Watson. Either one of them. One of those two kids made a great punt. Unfortunately, I'm going to say it right now. I think we might see Triton punt again later. So the next time they punt, we'll get a read on exactly
we'll
who it was.
out.
So Amesbury now with their third possession of the game. I think they've had probably 2 first downs at the most. Their first possession was straight into the end zone. The second possession, they only needed 1 first down before they scored again. So this time Triton hasn't pinned, hopefully. So did you see your brother's touchdown a couple of weeks ago? That
Yep,
was fantastic.
definitely. I couldn't believe it.
That was fantastic. Busted play, and O'Doy found him. It was just great. So it looks like we have a timeout on the field. Timeout to Triton, so defensive timeout. Not sure if Amesbury came out in something they weren't ready for, although it looked the same as every other snap. Or maybe Triton didn't have all the right kids on the field. So 62 out there for Triton. He's a pretty big kid. Ashton Watson, freshman, listed as an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. They got some size coming up in the ranks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your brother's tall. How tall is your brother?
6'3".
There you go.
He's got to put on some weight, though.
Not if it slows him down, though. That's the thing. You don't want to be fast and slow. I mean, fast and slow. You don't want to be fast and heavy. You want to be fast and quick no matter what. And what's he play on defense? I don't remember.
More of like a safety, cornerback.
So Amesbury's run the ball inside 6 times and only outside twice. One of those was for a touchdown. We'll see what they do here. Same setup, 3 backs behind their quarterback. And they're going to hand it off to the right this time. He's going to bounce outside the tackles. Great tackle, though. Great tackle by number 6 on Triton by Jared Leonard, who caught him in the backfield and then got some help there to take him down. Excellent play. That's the first negative yardage for Amesbury this whole game, and they're back about 4 yards for a 2nd and 14. Triton pulling on number 54. Amesbury staying with the same set. I'm guessing we're going to see the same offensive set from them as well. It's kind of like that run to the right, run to the left, run to the strong side every time. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, having 3 backs, Triton really doesn't know which way it's going to go.
This time it is coming to the left and up the middle, really, and there's another broken tackle in the center of the Triton line. And that running back's going to take the ball all the way down over the 35-yard line. So is it number 1 or number 7 for, looked like number 7 maybe.
I thought that was number 11.
Number 11. So Kyle Donovan, a junior from Amesbury, took that ball right up the middle, broke a couple tackles in the linebackers, and was able to bring it and thankfully got taken down by Triton there at the 45. Otherwise, the kid was gone. So another injury here. That's Charles Takajian for Triton. Senior coming off the field. Middle linebacker. I didn't see what happened on the play. Did you see it?
No, I did not. Ankle or knee injury, it appears.
Amesbury snaps the ball again. He's going to run up the middle, number 30. This time he's going to get held up. Fantastic. Excellent play there by Triton in the middle of the line. Tackling number 30 for Amesbury, Hayden Ayotte. That kid's had a lot of carries tonight. I know we're not tracking yardage or carries by player, but it seems like we've been looking at his name a lot. So the Triton Viking mascot needs to get something going here. He's just sort of wandering up and down the sidelines.
I know the Triton crowd has gone silent.
They have. Here's a snap, and the quarterback's actually going to roll out to his left, and he's getting pursued by Triton. He's going to get all the way on him. Schultz with a great tackle out of bounds, pushes him out of bounds. Smart by Schultz to lay off and not finish that tackle and get a flag. Great job. Excellent job. Fantastic. Ty Schultz there. doing it and keeping his team in the game. Really good play. It's going to be 3rd and long now, 3rd and 11. And that was the first passing attempt by Amesbury tonight. Did not go well.
It's about 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Triton's still down 14-0.
3rd and 11 now at the 38-yard line. And this is a weird view of this game. Like you know, it's much better on the monitor, especially when they're on the other end, on the two ends of the field. But here we go, and it's a handoff to the right side, and held up. Great play by Triton. Stuffed him, absolutely stuffed number 28 for. So Nicholas, I don't know what his last name is. Who was on the tackle?
I think Quentin McHale, number 12 for Triton.
Nice. Nice, Quentin McHale. He's a sophomore, right? Yep. Excellent. So 4th down now. Amesbury with their first punt of the game on their 3rd possession. Triton's got a couple kids back to receive this. I doubt we'd see a fake. And the punt is up and away. It's going to land at about the, and it might have been touched by Triton, but I guess not. That's good. Triton got lucky there, and the ball's all the way down to about the 45-yard or 35-yard line. It's a decent punt by Amesbury, but now we got some decent field position. Just got to do something with it here.
From our angle, it really did look like it hit the back of number 28's foot.
Yeah.
Triton got lucky.
The refs are right there, so
Yeah.
I mean, you got to trust them. What did you think of the refs in today's soccer match?
They couldn't seem to agree on a call together.
I know, that was kind of crazy. I haven't seen that in a while.
One would call it a corner, the other a goal kick, and then they'd argue about it, and then another ref would, I don't know, it was a mess.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mess. But it was a good match. Good all the way around. All right, so here comes Triton. Same offensive set. Schultz taking the shotgun snap. Motion receiver coming to his right, but he's going to take the ball to his left. Try to swing it all the way outside. Not sure he's going to get the yard to gain. No, he's not. He's going to get spun down in the backfield, just short of the yard marker. Probably going to be about 2nd and 11. That was a lot of running, but no gain. Triton going in kind of a hurry-up offense now. Try and get something up-tempo, make something happen. Tremblay in the backfield with Schultz. 2 left, 2 right. There's a snap, and he's going to look to pass right away. And it's out, and it's caught. Beautiful catch. And it's going to gain of only about 4, but that's kind of it's a toss to Quentin McHale. Excellent play by McHale to get up and catch that ball. And they need some momentum. That's their first pass play that's worked tonight. And probably the first completion of the game, is that right? First completion of tonight's game comes with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. That's 2 teams that are playing defense most of the time. So here we go. Here's the snap. He's going to drop back. Big, huge rush. Looks like it's a screen. Oh, and he just can't quite the catch. Oh, that was close. Tremblay just couldn't get his hand up on that thing. He had plenty of blockers with him. They're going to go back and look at that play, and if Schultz could have just put a little bit more touch on that ball. Easy to say that but he had
like 4 big Amesbury defenders coming right in his face.
Right. That's easy for me to say, easy for you to say, not easy for him to do, though.
I'm actually kind of surprised he was able to get that ball away with one of them not getting a hand up.
Right. So actually I know they're punting again, but not a bad-looking offensive set by Triton with a completion and a couple of good plays that looked all right. But now it's 4th down and about 6, and they're punting. Low snap. He's going to get the ball away with a decent punt. It's going to go back and be fielded right about the 30-yard line. Amesbury's going to take it for 10 yards, for 15 yards, finally get tackled down just shy of midfield.
And the punter is number 28, Dylan Watson. Confirmed now. Yeah.
That's good. Well, when he goes back and watches this game, his parents will feel better that we're not calling him by the wrong name. So that's excellent. Shot there, Mr. Patrick Kelly, the principal, up in there in the stands with the students.
It's a whiteout tonight for Triton fans.
They did pretty good with that, yeah. Not bad. All right, Amesbury in their traditional set. Handoff to the right, number 30 again. Ayat takes it for about, I was going to say about 6 yards, but he got spun around. Good tackle there by number 12. Is that McHale again? Kid's having a game so far. So at halftime, we're going to interview the AD. Do you have any burning questions for our new athletic director?
None that I can think of, but maybe throughout this half I'll.
Yeah, you got
formulate
another
a
12
couple.
minutes in the second quarter to figure it out. So here we go. Second down and about 8 for Amesbury. Handoff again up the middle. This time he gets a lot more yardage. Is that Ayat again, I think? Yep, on the carry. He's going to get a first down. And our stats guy is asking that we please ask the athletic director for a press box. No harm in that. Certainly could ask. We've actually done just a football game and a soccer game and a football game this year. And, of course, looking forward to basketball.
And then
That's
last season was softball too, right?
And, yeah, last season was awesome. And hockey, too. All right, here's the handoff to Ayat again, who's going to go right up the middle again. The kid is having a really good night, running the ball to the right, just off tackle. Doesn't need to bounce it outside. He's actually maybe even keeping it between the tackle and the guard. He's getting a lot of yardage. So Hayden Ayat, senior out of Amesbury. He's been pretty much the bulk of their offense tonight. Second down at about 4 now. Inside the 35-yard line for Amesbury. See if they do anything different here. Nope, handoff left side. Bounces out a little bit. That kid 11 again, tackled by McHale, but it's a great little run by number 11 again. When he gets the ball and he gets to open it in some open space, he's like Gronk-like trying to tackle that kid. Well, maybe not that. That's too much. Got to save some excitement for the second half when they come back and win it, right? So their 4th first down in the first quarter for Amesbury, with about a little less than a minute left in this first quarter. 1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Absolutely. No, he did break out of that. Looked like he was going nowhere. So 62 on Triton. Ashton Watson, that freshman that we were talking about, just basically stood up one of their biggest guys. So you like to see that. You like to see the offensive line, if they're getting pushed around, start to push back. 2nd and 8 now. 13 seconds. Not sure they're going to get a snap off before the quarter ends. There's the snap, and they do. It's to Ayat again. It's to Ayat in the exact same. No, it's the quarterback again. I got fooled. Same exact play they ran last time that fooled me, and Triton. And the kid runs out, and I think he picked up another first down inside the 10. And he did. So the quarter's going to end with Amesbury getting 14 points, 5 first downs. Twice they've run the quarterback on a keeper to the right, and they made a lot of noise already here in Byfield. So who scored the goals? We might as well talk about soccer a little bit. Who scored the goals today for the Triton Vikings?
So we had Chloe Connors, freshman, score her first goal, and
Fantastic.
then I had the second
And
goal.
you had the second one. I honestly did not know that. I wasn't trying to set you up. I honestly did not know. I saw the goal. I didn't know who scored it. That's fantastic. It's got to feel good. How many goals do you have on the season?
I think that was my 4th this season.
Excellent. All right. The team looked really good today. Got to keep that up. What's next week? You have 3 games, I think, right?
Yeah, we have Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday is our senior night.
Fantastic. You looking forward to that? Get your parents out on the field, have them cry a little bit. That'd be good.
I'm excited for the banners and stuff like that, too.
Excellent. All right, so here we go. Amesbury with the ball now inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6. Triton Vikings coming out to play some defense. See what they can do.
It's nice to see O'Doy following the team along the sideline, cheering them on.
Yeah, he was a good, I don't know if he was a captain last year, but he definitely did the same thing last year. And so here they go. They're in their same traditional set for Amesbury. Looked like somebody moved, and I think they might move him back 5 yards. Amesbury's clapping like it's offsides on the defense, but I'm not entirely sure it was. Yeah, it was. That's unfortunate. Half the distance of the goal, so it's only a 3-yard penalty, but that kind of hurts. So Triton making a quick substitution. And here comes Amesbury again. 1st and goal on the 3-yard line First play now of the fourth quarter. Amesbury in their traditional set. Here's the snap. It's going to be handoff right up the middle. Ayotte not going to make it. Going to get stuffed. Great play by Triton, number 4, Charles Tarkage. No, wait, they're saying he's a touchdown? I'm watching the play on the screen here. I didn't see him get in.
I didn't see him get in either. Looks like there's a
Wow.
disagreement among the refs also.
Huh. That seems to be a theme in Triton versus Amesbury today. All right. Well, all right. So call it a touchdown. It's 20-0 then. This will be a highlight of my broadcast of these games when I said he got stuffed at the goal line and said it's a touchdown. So here they go again. It's going to hand off to number 4. Big push up the middle. Ball's still out. Ball's still going. Number 2 is going to get absolutely no, he's still going with it and finally gets tackled. So that was as busted a play as it gets. Unfortunately, that was a busted play on a 2-point conversion. So now we're at 20-0. And Amesbury's feeling pretty good at themselves at the start of the second quarter. So our stats guy, Mr. Gundram, has not had enough to do on the Triton end of the ball here tonight. So last season for basketball, we called a few games. You had a pretty good season, right?
Yeah, not too bad. Definitely not the amount of wins that we would have liked, but a building year, I guess you could say.
That happens sometimes. It's all right. You got some good freshmen on the team last year.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah. That'll be a good class this year as well. All right, so trying not to receive the kickoff. Looks like Chris Colby, number 20, is Dan Rivera. And, of course, number 2, Tremblay, back to field the ball on the kick.
Hopefully they can make something happen on this drive.
Yeah, they need a good long drive, keep the ball, keep the ball out of Amesbury's hands, make something happen. You know, the last drive was one good play out of 3, but at least it was a completion. It looked like some good offense. So we'll see what happens here. So here comes Amesbury's kick. It's up, and it's a line drive, a really crazy one, right to Colby. Colby's going to field it at about the 25. Going to get a good little run going, get all the way out to about the 35-yard line before he gets taken down. So what's Coach Ryan McCarthy do now? Does he air it out because he's down by 3 touchdowns, or does he go conservative and just try and pound the ball and see if they can get some momentum going?
I'd say go conservative and pound the ball down the field. I mean, it's only the first half. Amesbury scored that many points in the first quarter, so we can certainly do the same in the second or the rest of the game.
That's good. That's some quality optimism you got going on there. I like it. It's fantastic. All right, let's see what Triton can do here. Still set up in the shotgun. 1 receiver left, 3 right. Looks like Colby's on the near side near us. It's going to be a handoff to Tremblay, who's not going to get too far before he gets tackled. So a loss of about 2 on the play. Amesbury's football bench acting like it was a sack. So second down and long now, probably for the second or third time tonight. Triton again in the traditional set. This time we got 3 receivers left. Colby nearest to us. I'm not sure who's on the far side for Triton. Tremblay on Schultz's left hip, and here's the snap. He's going to look to pass. Threw it a little bit early and threw it a little bit off. So I think he turned and he made that throw before his receiver was ready for it. Number 3,
Alden
Lentz. And that's tough. I'm not sure Lentz would have had a whole lot of room to run after he caught it, but you never know. I mean, once you get in the open field with the ball. So third and long now. And McCarthy seems to have done a little bit of what you said and a little bit of what I said. So let's see what happens here now on third down long. He's got to air it out, I think. And that's going to be a flag. It's okay. It's going to be on Triton, unfortunately. Hard to tell whether Triton moved or Amesbury jumped off sides. Oh, they're backing it up. It's on Amesbury. Look at that. So 5-yard penalty. Replay third down. Third and a little bit shorter, but still about 8-7 yards to go. Triton in the set. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out to his left and look at a throw, right hand throw. Excellent throw, and it's going to be Colby with the catch for the first down, and that's fantastic. They break something out. Chris Colby with a kind of a delayed in from the wing, makes a beautiful catch, turns it upfield, and gains a first down. Good on your brother.
Is that Triton's first first down of the night? Or?
It is their first down of the night. Second reception of the night. And here comes Schultz again. Running back, or in motion was a receiver, but he's going to roll to his right, and he's going to look, and is he going to make the catch? It looks like he pulled it in.
Awesome catch by number 6, J.J. Leonard.
Fantastic. Number 6, J.J. Leonard. I don't remember this kid at all. Oh, he's a sophomore. Yeah?
He was awesome last week against Georgetown. They really couldn't stop him.
But they need to go to him again. That's 2 completions in a row. Second and short now for Triton. They're over the 50-yard line for the first time tonight, and they have an offense going here. So Schultz takes a snap, hands it up the middle. Trembley's going to get the first down, I think, pretty easily.
It's nice to see Triton mixing in some passing with their running. The defense really doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah, they look good. And so both teams use the exact same offensive set for every single play. And that's sort of, on the one hand, it restricts your playbook because you can only run so many plays out of the same set. On the other hand, it does confuse the defense because you're not giving anything away by how you're set up. So Schultz in the shotgun, 3 left and 1 right, in motion, coming to the middle and stops. And here's the snap, and it's going to be a pitch to Trembley. Trembley's going to get wrapped up pretty quickly. Gain of about nothing on that. And so Triton holding on to the ball now, moving methodically. This is what we were looking for. Keep the ball for a long time of possession. Keep Amesbury's offense off the field. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Schultz takes the pass, or takes the snap, throws it up, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Amesbury. The pass was a little bit low, and number 42 for Amesbury, Ethan Cantania, makes a great interception for his team. Just a great pick right at about the 50-yard line, the 45 or so. And just like that, all the momentum's gone. Was he going to, who was he going to, could you see?
I think it was number 3, Alden Lenz again.
So unfortunately, that's a tough break. They've had a fumble and an interception now, and you can't give another team the ball that many times and expect to be able to hang with it. Two punts. So Amesbury's only punted the ball twice tonight, and this is their 5th possession, if I remember right. They're in their set. Everybody in. There's the snap. This time he hands it off to Ayod. No, not Ayod. Another kid up the middle. Doesn't get anywhere. Second and 10 now. The band's looking cold. The fans look cold. This is the beginning of winter here at Triton. All right, so second down and long, second and 10 really for Amesbury. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to keep it. Oh, and almost an interception. Almost an interception by Ty Schultz, who got up in the quarterback's face and knocked it down, but nearly picked it off. It is impressive how many of these kids have to play. Offense, defense, there's no let up on either end. That's only the second pass tonight for Amesbury, and they don't have a completion yet, if I remember right. So one was just thrown away, and the other one was nearly picked off there by Schultz. So third down and 10, here's the snap. It's going to be a pitch to the right. He's got a lot of room to run, but he's going to be hit just before the first down line. Looks like he was hit by
Brady Dorr on the
number
carry.
4, Charles Takasian. It looks like he's going to be short of the first down. That was an important stop right there to make that hit. Now, I don't know if I'm Amesbury, I'd go for it, right? I mean,
Certainly, yeah.
They're down and 1.
They've been running that ball up the middle and looking good all night.
They're up by 20 points, might as well.
Yeah. And you could say they're on the road, but it's not like they had to travel here from a long way away. It's just Amesbury.
4th and 1.
just inside the 50-yard line. And they're all packed in tight like they always are. Here's the snap. Going to hand it off inside to Ayotte, and he's going to get the first down. Triton pushed him all the way back, but I think forward progress is going to put him over the line, and it certainly did. So, again, that kid Ayotte having a pretty good night tonight. No, maybe it's short. Are they calling it? No, they're calling it a first down. Yep. So Amesbury comes to the line now with the 7-minute mark basically in this game. 20-0 lead. Here's the snap. Ball was fumbled on the snap, and hard to tell who got the ball, but it might have been Triton. A lot of digging around in that pile underneath. And it come up, looked like Amesbury held on to the ball. That's the kind of thing they need a break like that, you know?
Definitely. I mean, having their first possession instantly lost to a fumble on a snap, it'd be great to get it back here.
So you had that kind of like bad luck in your very first game of the season against Newburyport, right?
Yeah.
They scored fast on you?
Yep.
How do you recover from that?
Well, Coach said we're allowed to have one bad game in the season. I guess that
Okay.
was our bad game,
All
but
right. Yeah, that was a tough one. And number 4 for Amesbury breaks it out. He gets past the linebackers all the way out into the secondary. Finally taken down by number 3,
Joseph
Alden
Tilton on the
Lentz.
carry. First down, Amesbury.
But a long carry on a second down and long. He breaks it out again. Again off to the left and then cut back to the right. So they seem to run off tackle and then they find room in the middle of the field. And that's their 7th first down of the night with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. So you're allowed one bad game, but otherwise you just have to snap out of it when you get scored on fast, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the last, I think, 5 games before today's game were all 1-0 losses or 0-0 ties, stuff like that.
That's brutal. Here's a play up the middle, not going to go anywhere this time. Actually, it was running off tackle again to the left. Couldn't bring it around to the outside. So Ethan Tremblay and Ashton Watson on the tackle. And Amesbury content to run at a very kind of relaxed pace for their offense. They're not, there's no hurry up here. They're certainly not airing the ball out. They're cold and they want to get this game over quickly, so they want to stop the clock. So Triton jamming up on the line. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle again. Oh, this time he breaks it out though, and again he gets into that, almost gets into that secondary. Good little run by Amesbury again, and that's all the way to a 3rd and short. Off tackle left, off tackle right has been really hard for Triton to stop tonight.
They're down at 3.
So now is when we need the Triton fans to be making some noise,
I know they've been absolutely silent tonight, but there's a huge pack of them over there. I know they can be louder than what they are right now.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a little pass to the outside to number 11 again. It's going to make a big play. It's going to be out of bounds. Hopefully no flag at the end of that. Nope, just out of bounds. So again, move the chains for Amesbury, and that's their first completion of the night on their 3rd attempt. And it was a little kind of swing pass out to the left to number 11. Who's that kid number 11? Kyle Donovan. And actually Triton's lucky they were able to take him down and not let him get any room to run. That's a big kid. So again, a first down now, about the 15-yard line for Amesbury. And they're looking to punch one more in and take a 4-touchdown lead going into this half. Here's the snap. It's a mess inside. It's Ayotte carrying the ball again, getting it stuffed though after about 2 or 3 yards on that game. Quentin McHale having a good game tonight. He's in on a lot of these tackles. And number 6, you said he had a big game last week, Jared Leonard?
Yeah, I think Georgetown just wasn't able to cover him on the flanks and stuff like that, so he was able to take advantage on the flanks of it.
So here comes Amesbury on a 2nd down and about 7. There's the snap. He's going to run it off tackle to the right. Number 4 has got a lot of room to go. He beats one tackle, beats another tackle, and they score again. So
Joseph
from about 12
carry,
yards out,
touchdown,
Amesbury able to run off tackle right, get past the Triton defenders, and now it's 26-0. All right, Miss Emily Colby, what's going on with your Triton Viking teammates here?
I have no idea. I mean, they just can't stop the run game. I mean,
tough.
even sitting from here watching the play, it's confusing of who has the ball, who they're throwing, pitching it to, and stuff like that.
So it's got to be tough to read when you're inside and when you're a linebacker and coming like that. So here's the snap on the 2-point conversion. Quarterback's going to keep it. This time he's going to get in. He's going to score for the second time tonight on a 2-point conversion. So they're going to make it 28-0 with 3 minutes left in this half.
Troy Hamill in for the 2-point conversion.
And it's so cold tonight that my hot chocolate is not hot. And our stats guy, Mr. Gundam, looks like a Yeti over there with his hoodie up. And, yeah, it's tough. I think, and now, so down 28-0. I mean, you got to come out here, do something with the ball, no mistakes. If nothing else, go into halftime with, one good, clean offensive drive under your belt, and then come out at the second half. And maybe in the second half, Triton switches up their offense and goes to that sort of heavy run offense again like they've done in the past. They haven't really tested Amesbury as much tonight. I don't know how many passing attempts they have. They have a couple of completions. I'm not sure how many attempts tonight, but it hasn't been like they've had an even kind of 6 attempts. It hasn't exactly been a balanced attack, but then again, they haven't had the ball a lot. So have you thought of your questions for the athletic director? Because time's ticking here.
Well, I really agree with getting that press box.
You can feel that now, huh?
Yep.
All right. So here's Amesbury's kick. Again, it's low. It's going to run, and if it goes out of bounds, it's a penalty, but it doesn't. And Colby's got to field it inside the 10-yard line. He's got a little bit of room to run, or he makes it on his own. Gets all the way over the 10, out to about the 15. So that was tough. It looked like the ball was going to go out of bounds. It would have been a penalty, and it would have brought it back in about the 35-yard line for Triton. Instead, he has to scoop it up inside the 10 and bring it all the way out to about the, well, they're saying it's about the 12-yard line now.
Not really sure what he was thinking on that one, if he didn't think it was going to go out or go for the touchback. Or
First down and 10 for Triton from the 13.
That was tough, and he didn't have enough blocking in front of him, keeping the guys off him before. He had to make a decision pretty quick. So Colby's out on the far left. Said it's J.J. Leonard and Jared Leonard on the far right. Schultz is back to take the snap. High snap, and he's going to go to number 3. Going to catch it, going to have to make a move, but he can't quite get by him. It's going to be a gain of about 2 on that attempt. Good pass play, but he couldn't get any open field to run in. It's a second down now. Clock ticking inside the 3-minute mark by the time they snap this ball. And there's no 2-minute warning in high school football. Another high snap. This time he hands it off to the right. And Tremblay's going to get a few more yards on that. It was a pretty good play. And that little play action where he hands it off but
Ethan
still takes
Tremblay
the throw.
on the carry.
That might work now and again, but they got to get more than 3 or 4 yards every time. Schultz back now with Tremblay on his left hip. 2 right, 2 left for his receivers. And he moves Tremblay over a little bit, takes a snap. It's going to go deep this time to Colby. It's a little bit short. Great catch by Chris Colby. Fantastic. Pulls it in just shy of the 50-yard line. Excellent play by Chris Colby.
Ty Schultz, long pass to Chris Colby.
that's the momentum that Triton needed going into the second half or towards the end of the first.
And that wind has really picked up, and he was actually throwing it into the wind on that, so it hung up there. And so for Colby to go out there and make that catch and pull it in was fantastic. Only the 3rd first down of the night. Passing again is Schultz. He's going to look over the middle this time. He's going to get number 4. He's going to bring it all the way up. Looks like it might be for another first down. So Charles Takajian with a catch. And Schultz is spreading the ball around. Triton's not thrown to the same place twice now. If they can just keep this momentum going, they could go in with a score before this half ends. It's 1:49 now left in the second quarter. They set up 2 right, 2 left. I take it back, 3 left. Tremblay off his left hip. He's going to drop back to pass again. Decent protection, throws it over the middle, and it's going to be a catch. Absolutely a catch by J.J. Leonard on that one.
Awesome
Fantastic.
catch by J.J.
Schultz to Jared Leonard. Another first down.
So Leonard picks up another first down. That's their 5th, I think now. We're on a roll. Triton inside the 40-yard line. moving fast now with a minute 22. And he's still got all three. No, he's only got 2 timeouts. He used one on the defensive end once before. So Schultz steps back, takes a snap, looks down the field. He's got plenty of time to throw. He's going to run it himself. He's going to take it up the middle, makes a move, cuts to the outside, takes another hit right before he gets out of bounds.
Schultz on the keeper.
Unfortunately, couldn't get out of bounds to stop the clock. So now Ryan McCarthy calls a timeout with a minute left in this second quarter. Fantastic. All of a sudden, they've just started to light it up.
Timeout on the field.
Schultz had plenty of time in the pocket and then didn't see any open receivers, so took it for the run. There's definitely area there to run.
And good pass blocking. He really hasn't been hurried that much. I mean, he had one screen was the only time we've seen the defensive line on top of the quarterback. Otherwise, he's had plenty of time to throw. So maybe this offensive line just likes to pass block, not run block, and let's play to our strength and keep throwing the ball around. And they had the momentum going the last drive until the interception. So if they can keep it going here, they can go into the half with something to talk about. Triton comes out and they're ready. We got Leonard, Lentz, and Colby on his left. Strong side of the field. A lot of room to run over there. Amesbury a little bit slow to come out of their timeout. And their cornerbacks are just finally now getting over to cover up on the receivers. Tremblay to his left. He's going to roll to his left is Schultz. And Schultz is going to look down the field looking for Colby again. And it's up and it's in the end zone. And it's caught by Chris Colby for the touchdown. That's fantastic.
I do not know how he caught that. Oh my gosh.
That is fantastic. And a timeout for Triton while they get a chance to celebrate, and that was absolutely beautiful. So twice on this drive.
That's exactly what Triton needed going into the second half. I mean, hopefully the fans will get amped and start some cheers and stuff like that.
Absolutely fantastic. So twice on this drive, Schultz has just dropped back and thrown the ball up high in the air and tossed it all the way. And that time, was he short? He
Schultz to Colby.
Was he not?
Goes down from the 3-yard line.
Did you see that as a touchdown?
I thought that was a touchdown.
It wasn't. He's on the 3-yard line.
Oh my gosh, of course.
That's crazy. I know you got it in the stat book as a touchdown. It looked good to me from here too.
Yeah, it looked like he was actually standing in the end zone with the 3 Amesbury defenders surrounding.
That's what it looked like, yeah. But I guess he caught it just outside the end zone. But it's amazing that he caught that ball because, yeah, there were 3 guys around him. That ball hung up in the air for a long time. 6'3" is going to help make those kind of catches. So now Triton lines up the same offensive set. Leonard on the far right for Schultz. Schultz is going to roll to that side. He's going to get a block, and he's going to have to run around some more, and he's not going to be able to get it. He's going to get thrown out of bounds. Just
Ty Schultz
no, they're going to call him inbounds on the play because he did go down before he got out of bounds. They're going to have to spike it second down now. They're lining up to spike the ball. He takes the snap, spikes it, and it's going to be third down and goal at the basically at the 4-yard line. So it was a tough play. It almost looked like he was going to get that break all the way around the outside. Tremblay with a decent block, but there were just too many Amesbury's.
Let's go, folks. Make some noise. Let's get this ball in the end zone.
And the PA announcer getting the fans all fired up. 30 seconds left to go, and it's going to be timeout. I suspect it's going to be Amesbury. Yep, Amesbury taking a timeout after they looked at
timeout. Amesbury.
Offensive set, although what their offensive set didn't look any different than their lost offensive set. So far tonight, we've called a stop at the goal line that was actually a touchdown, and we called a touchdown that was actually stopped at the goal line. So let's see what happens here. 30 seconds left in this half. Triton absolutely needs to score on this, and it can't be just a field goal. I'm not even sure they have a kicker right now.
I believe their kicker is number 17, Elliot Lunt.
For the kickoffs, does he also kick field goals?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was like 7 for 7.
Oh, no kidding.
Last week.
Oh, wow. On the extra points?
Yeah. Yep. Well, obviously they didn't score that many touchdowns, but something like that he did.
So Triton now with the ball at the 3. He's going to drop back and look to pass, getting a little floater pass. Going to be caught by Tremblay, and this time he's in. Are we going to call it in?
Ty Schultz to Ethan Tremblay. Touchdown,
And
Triton.
there we go. Fantastic. Schultz to Tremblay for the 3-yard touchdown. Beautiful little play, just putting that ball up there like that. Schultz is looking good. I mean, the last few passes, he's not had any hesitation in throwing that ball up there. even after that interception. So that's fantastic. And here we go for the extra point. Elliott Lent now. Snap is good, hold is good. Kick is off to the right.
Kick is no good.
Off to the right. But with 23 seconds left in the half, Triton is on the board, 28-6, and they look good.
I mean, Amesbury could stop the run game pretty well with those big guys up front, but the pass they really couldn't seem to stop.
And a couple of really huge plays by Chris Colby and Schultz. Schultz just throwing that ball up to him and trusting that a 6'3" kid is gonna make that catch. And the first one here that was right in front of us, just shy of the 50-yard line. I mean, that was a good pass, and he got the one down there at the 3. I don't know how he did that. I mean, 3 kids around him. Absolutely fantastic. So Triton kicking off for only the second time in this game. If they go in the half with that momentum, they're going to come out in the second half and start with the ball. That's exactly what you want. You want to score at the end of the first half and score at the beginning of the second half and make it a very different ball game if they can score another touchdown here to start the second half. You got your question for the AD, other than the press box? So at the 23-second mark in this game, we're going to see another kickoff by Triton. Decent low kick. It's going to be fielded just at the 30. He drops it, and he's going to just go right to the ground. He's going to, smart play by the Amesbury kid, just fall on that ball once he couldn't field it cleanly.
Kick is down at the 32.
So you can expect that Amesbury is just going to run the ball. I can't imagine they're going to throw the Hail Mary or anything as that wind picks up. I mean, actually, though, they have the wind with them, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You're up 28-6. Drop back and chuck that thing up there and see what happens, right?
I mean, they have been gaining some huge plays on the run game, so maybe go for the safety play with the run.
And they just pulled Ayon out and brought number 11, Donovan, in. The only kid that's caught a pass for Amesbury tonight. Drop back. He is going to try and throw it. He's going to throw it off to the right flank, and it's going to be to number 47. And they're going to call timeout for Amesbury. So Amesbury picks up a quick first down, about a 12-yard gain on that play. Toss was to, I thought I said 47, but that's not on our sheet. 42. Ethan Catania. So it's only the second catch tonight by Amesbury, if I remember right. But now 13 seconds left. They can run 2 plays at most. I don't even think they can run 2 plays because that means another pass play. Triton basically in a prevent defense. A little bit of a rush on the quarterback. He is going to chuck it all the way up there. Number 11 pushes off, but can't quite get into the ball.
That was the Hail Mary you thought they would throw.
Pass.
Yeah. So 5 seconds left. And that was the kid they're going to throw it to, number 11. He's a big kid. He got a little bit of a push off there towards the end of that play, but not enough to get all the way under it. And the wind is picking up. The cold is picking up. And we got another half to go. Amesbury now, traditional set. He's going to pitch it. They're going to run it right up the middle. It's going to be stopped by Triton. That's going to end this half. And we're going to go into halftime with Triton down 28-6. But looking a lot better than they did in the first first quarter of this game.
I wonder if the wind in the second half will affect the teams.
Yeah, we'll see. So Triton's going to come out and get the ball going the same way that Amesbury just was, I believe. So they're going to have the wind at their back to start the third quarter, and they're going to get the ball on the kickoff. So that'll be good for them. So we're going to take a quick break here, I think, and get ourselves warm. Let Mr. Gundrum have some time to get his stats together. We're going to find the athletic director and set up for an interview with him. So we'll be back.
I have a few announcements. A Viking call to action. When you came in, you passed the collection boxes outside the stadium entrance for fans to donate perishable items for our troops. Please continue to support our troops this week. There will be boxes in the tunnel for collection. List of acceptable and requested donations. Non-perishable snacks, travel-sized toiletries, paperback books or puzzle books, new crew socks. For more information about the project and this important work, please visit operationtroopsupport.org. Remember to visit the concession stand. Everything is $2. They have burgers, hot dogs, pizza, popcorn, and candy. The boosters appreciate your support at our stand. It's our #1 way to raise funds for our team. Each year, the boosters support the team with uniforms, team fees for events, and scholarships for seniors. We thank you. Not yet. Also available tonight, get your Viking Nation long sleeve whiteout tees, $20 a piece. 50-50 raffle tickets are on sale near the concession stand. Drawings take place near the end of halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice to see you out here on a lovely and cold Triton evening. We want to welcome our elementary and middle school band members who have joined us tonight in the stands and on the field. Glad you guys are here with us. Now taking the field, the Triton High School Marching Band. Under the direction on the field of drum majors Caroline Jacobs and Anthony Marinello, and color guard captains Marcella Hubbard-Brucher and Renee Esper. Our show this year is music from the movie Mamma Mia. We have two-thirds of our show for you this evening, and we hope you enjoy it. Thanks for being here at Triton.
Okay, and we're coming back from halftime now. We got about 5 minutes left before the teams come back out on the field and we get this game started again. But we're joined now by the new athletic director for Triton Regional High School, Tim Alperts. So welcome.
Thank you.
So,
All right.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Mr. Heffernan.
All right, so we have a couple questions for you tonight. So
Absolutely.
first of all, Amesbury has been dominating on offense, especially with the run game. Do you think that there's anything Triton needs to do differently on the defensive side, like change formation, switch out a couple players to maybe stop Amesbury?
Yeah, no, great question. Certainly Amesbury is on top right now. But, Coach McGillicott in the defense, if there's anyone that makes adjustments better in the league, it's him. They had 15 minutes to go in, talk about it, and I'm sure they'll come out strong with the second half.
Yep.
Good question.
Did you play or coach football in your past?
I didn't. I was a soccer player, and I played lacrosse as well. But I have twin boys that are in 4th grade, and they
Nice.
play Pop Warner and do flag football as well. So great team game, and love watching it as well. So.
Excellent. So speaking of soccer, we know Emily had a game today. They
Yes.
tied with Amesbury
Yes.
2-2. How are the rest of the Triton teams doing this year?
Good. Everything's off and running. So we're about halfway through. Boys soccer had a nice win today over Amesbury, which was
nice.
very exciting. They played before out in the stadium, so they won 2-0 today.
That's awesome.
Field hockey had a nice win over Malden. They won 5-1 at Malden today.
Nice.
And golf has just been cruising.
Yeah, definitely.
They,
Haven't lost yet.
Yeah, 11-0. They clinched a share of the title. Actually, 12-0. Excuse me. They beat Essex Tech today.
Excellent.
Coach Doobie texted me, so they won on the road today, which was awesome. Cross country is doing really well as well. So they had their last home meet, which is kind of sad because it's so fast. The season's over. The home slate, at least. But they're participating in the Miles for Mike Invitational tomorrow.
Nice.
So we wish them well as well. Volleyball lost to Hamilton Wenham tonight, but they've had made good progress. They played at Linfield. I caught the end of that game on my way home, and they really took a lot of points from Linfield, which is one of the premier programs in the state. So they battled with Linfield and got double-digit points in every game. So, and cheerleading is working hard. They have some invitationals coming up. They've been grinding it in the gym every day, 3:30, working really hard. And look forward to seeing how they do as well.
So it sounds like you've seen, you mentioned seeing volleyball. You've seen almost every team, or you've seen every team so far?
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen every team.
Excellent.
Yeah. One of the best parts of Triton is the facility. Just, beautiful stadium, great fields all around. So it's really nice that pretty much everyone is on campus, except for cross country. We'll like to run off campus in golf, but certainly want to try to make their games and have so far. So, that's kind of one of my favorite parts of the job is just going around and seeing a little of every practice and different games going on. And we have a great staff that makes sure all the events run smooth, which is awesome.
So what sport are you looking forward to most watching this winter, as winter's coming up? And Emily's an indoor track, just, giving it away now.
You know what? I can't wait for indoor track season.
You're coming all the way to Reggie Lewis track?
Absolutely.
All right.
No, I look forward to all the sports. So, that's kind of my favorite part of being an athletic director is, getting to experience 25 different sports. So I really don't have a favorite. I played different sports growing up, but that's really my favorite part of the job is just seeing how the different teams interact and getting to be a part of their programs as well. So I will definitely be at the Reggie Lewis Center.
And any special new initiatives you've done here since you I know, and you just started. It's your first season, so I'm not putting any pressure
That's
on
okay.
you, man.
No. Well, tonight we had a last-minute drive for donations for overseas. So Julie Romano, our district communications representative, really spearheaded that drive in all different elementary schools. And we encouraged Amesbury to bring donations to support troops overseas. So that was something that we did.
Nice.
A lot of the teams have done a great job, with community service on their own, which is fantastic.
Yep.
We will be starting a leadership program. Coach Donna Anderson and Macy Morrison in the athletic department. We're going to kind of lead that with different senior captains and junior leaders and sophomores. We'll be rolling that out probably on days when there's professional development for the faculty. So we'll work with the students and try to capture that just to help out any way we can. So.
We definitely we did that in past years. Like I think we went to the Lawrence Boys and Girls Club around Thanksgiving and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun, hanging out with the kids, and definitely things we want to do again this season.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the end of the month, I'll be taking a group of students to the MIAA Wellness Workshop, which is fantastic. I'm taking groups of students there, and there's all sorts of seminars and programs. Most importantly, any good ideas that they have, we can bring back and try to implement them as well. So,
excellent.
I feel like I'm forgetting something, but
that's all right. It's not like this isn't a live broadcast. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh,
we
good.
can go back and edit it back in later.
So
even better.
You edit it. Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining
Absolutely.
us at halftime. Really cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Really happy you're here. So
Absolutely. Thank you.
Keep it up.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
All right, so we're back for the half. A couple minutes now, and then, well, it's saying 2 minutes on the clock, but I think we're actually going to come back pretty quick after that. And it's going to be Triton receiving the ball, going into the wind, unfortunately, although the wind's died down a little bit. Hopefully it'll stay dead for a while. So that was good. We got in our question about the press box, so we're all set. Excellent. And we're ready to go. Trying to get the crowd fired up here at Triton. Second half now, down 28-6. They're going to catch the ball. Chris Colby nearest to us.
Make some noise, people!
Tremblay all the way back. Receiving team ready to go. Crowd's getting fired up again. Let's see some football. Great big comeback now would be really, really fantastic.
That would be awesome.
And it is so cold, I think my legs were literally shivering as we were doing that interview. All right, here's the kick. It's a bouncer again, this time scooped up by Colby. He's going to run it right up the middle. He's got a little bit of room to move. He's going to try and cut to the outside, but he's going to be taken down right at about the 40-yard line. So good field position to start this second half. And let's see what Ryan McCarthy's come out with for an offensive set to get this thing rolling. They marched down the field the last time, and they look good. So let's see more of that, right?
Definitely more passing is always good to see.
It's Chris Colby on the return.
Big yardage on those
First
plays
down and 10 from the 39 for Triton.
So here we go. Looks like he has 2 left and 2 right. Tremblay on his left hip. Schultz in the shotgun snap. It's a little bit high. He's going to hand it up the middle, but Tremblay's not going to get more than nothing on that.
Did he actually lose yardage on that play?
He might have. Yep, he lost a yard. So they come out on first down, or on the first play on the first of the second half, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle for no gain, a bit of a loss. Same offensive set. Tremblay moves to his right side now. Schultz in the shotgun. Good snap. Plenty of time. And it's another interception, number 42. Again, he was looking for Chris Colby. 42 is going to take it all the way down, and Amesbury is going to score in the first minute of this second half.
Intercepted by Ethan Cantana.
An interception by Quintana. It might be his second of the night, and it's another turnover for the Triton Vikings. And again, within the first minute of the quarter, Amesbury scores.
Pass was intended for Chris Colby, and Amesbury got right there.
Yeah, I think unfortunately, I think you read that. He just jumped that play, and you can't really, you can't blame the quarterback or the receiver on that. I don't think that Schultz could have seen that, seen him coming across like that. It was just a great read by the defensive player, and so that's going to be the fourth turnover of the night, or no, the third turnover of the night by Triton. They had that fumble on their first possession, and then they've had 2 interceptions so far now in this game. So that was not the offensive attack that we needed to start this half. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. And it looks like he got in.
Two-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion is good, and within a minute of starting the second half, touchdown that was scored at the end of the first half just got erased. And not a good feeling for Triton coming out in the second half.
I know I was hoping that with having the ball back first that maybe they'd get some momentum going, get on the board again, but second play.
So blame it on the fans. They weren't loud enough. They weren't cheering hard enough. We're looking at the fans now. They're all in white, but they're all looking really cold. It's like a snow out, not a white out. A chance now for Triton to get the ball again. So the kicks so far have been, I mean, to Amesbury's credit, Triton got the ball all the way out to the 40 on the last one, but a lot of these have been sort of little, line drive, tough to field kind of kicks. So we'll see what happens here. They do it again. This kicker for Amesbury, number 63, Cleary Bentley. So again, Colby on this left side nearest to us, Tremblay all the way back. And that's time it's a pretty clean kick all the way out to the right side for the Triton. Triton's going to bring it to the middle. He'll look for some room to run. He's going to get it all the way out to about the 35, just over the 30-yard line.
Beautiful kick by Amesbury on that play.
As a soccer player, you can appreciate a pretty kick, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it was good to hear the athletic director talking about all the different programs and having been to see, all the different. And I know from being here the other day that he actually, not only did he watch some of your game, the girls' varsity team, he actually went over and watched the girls' JV soccer team, which is nice. So here we go, 2 left, 2 right. Tremblay right behind him. He's going to hand off to Tremblay, and he's going to get nowhere on that. So for the second possession in a row, Triton's going to start trying to run the ball at the middle and going to lose yardage. This time it's going to be about a 2-3-yard loss. And it's going to be second down and long again. Play comes in from the sideline. Colby, the wide receiver on the far left, nearest to us. Schultz back in the shotgun set, and here's the snap. He's going to drop back and roll right. He's going to look and look. He's finally going to make the pass. Great catch right over the first down yard line. I think it was Leonard on that.
Alden Lenz on the reception.
Alden Lenz, my bad. Do you know Alden Lenz?
I do. Well, he's the grade below me, so I definitely have seen him throughout the halls and stuff like that.
First down for Triton.
Mr. Gundram's nodding his head. He knows Lenz. Okay. First down now. First down for Triton. And there's going to be another handoff right up the middle. So they're convinced they can run the ball up the middle on first down. And so far they've gained a total of about negative 2 yards
on the carry.
And 52 is down for Triton. Who is that?
Mason
Martinello?
Yeah, Martinello.
Martinello, sophomore. If I had to guess, I would say he's been playing the whole line on the whole game on the offensive line, because they don't tend to swap out a lot of players. They don't run in and out of the huddle much, so he's sitting up now, so hopefully he's all right. So you played 3 sports. Have you had any, I'm not going to jinx you here, but have you had any bad injuries in your 3 sports?
Knock on wood, no.
Knock on wood, no. Good. So Martinello gets up, and he's coming off the field, holding his arm out. Looks like his right arm is injured somehow. So Alden Lentz has been really active in the summer camps and the clinics for Triton, the Triton Viking football team. So one of those players that you want to see out on the field all the time, it sounds like. I imagine he's a defensive back. We'll have to look for him when Triton gets back on defense again. So probably a right guard or right tackle in now as a sub for Triton, and they're going to have Schultz out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Tremblay, who's going to cut to the left side off tackle, gain about 6 or 7 yards before he's finally taken down in a gang tackle by Amesbury.
Ethan Tremblay on the carry.
Good little run. It's going to be third down now and short, about 3 or 4 yards.
Gain of 7, third down and 3.
Triton moving the ball pretty well on this drive. They've already got one first down. Let's see if they can get another one here. Keep moving these chains. Tremblay off his left hip. 2 and 2, and he drops back to throw. Pumps once. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it out to the right. Still looking to throw down the field, but he's going to be able to keep it. He's going to get the first down and a lot more, all the way down and out of bounds, probably around the 35-yard line. Excellent play by Schultz.
Schultz had a crazy amount of time
Nice Schultz on the keeper.
And looked
Another
for the
first
open
down for
receiver.
Triton.
He couldn't find him, though, and so he ran it. Good decision by Schultz.
Great decision. And that little pump fake there early on, I think maybe bought him a little extra time. So there's the first down we needed. They just put two first downs back to back. They're moving down the field. Plenty of time in this game. I know it's 36-6, but there's a lot of time the way Triton's moving the ball right now. It's back off to Tremblay, left side, left tackle again. Good little run.
Ethan Tremblay on the carry.
This time they picked up about 5. So they're sticking with that run on first down, and it's actually giving them a second and down and a third down that are short, and they got to like that. So the fans starting to get fired up as the Vikings start to play right in front of them. Tremblay looking a little tired back there. Schultz in the gun. Tremblay off his right hip. Here's the snap, a little bit low. Looks to his left immediately, makes the pass and makes the catch. That's going to be Colby. Going to be short of a first down, I think so. Good little play, though. Nope, it's going to be a first down.
First down.
Fantastic. That's their third first down in this on this drive. And in the first half, they had a total of 6 first downs. So already they're playing a lot better coming out of the second half. Here's a snap. He's going to roll to his right this time. He's going to look for Colby again. But it's going to be thrown a little bit short.
Incomplete pass.
He had Colby on his left, and then he had Colby on his right. He just keeps looking to him. Makes sense.
He wasn't able to set his feet on that one, so it's kind of throw rushed.
So they're set again. He's got Leonard on his far right, 3 receivers left. Here's a snap. He's going to look to his right as he drops back. It's a little screen play to Tremblay. Tremblay's going to catch it. Got some room to run. Tries to hurl over a guy. Gets tackled. Good little play.
Oh, he's hobbling after that one.
Pass to Ethan Tremblay.
Tremblay hurt on the play, though, and coming off. And I'm not sure who their backup running back is, but he's going to have to get out there now. Number 20, Dan Rivera. So Rivera in the game for Tremblay. Off of Schultz's left hip with 2 right, 2 left. Leonard on the far right for Schultz. Takes a snap, fumbles it, keeps it though, drops back, and that's going to be the first sack of the night. So for the first time tonight, the bad exchange between the center and the quarterback is going to lead to a sack.
Schultz tackled by a host. The Fighting Indians.
It's good to know that the public address announcer also didn't know the name of the mascot of the Amesbury team before he came in here, so that's good. So Tremblay back out on the field now after the one botched play. Triton's looking at a 4th down and it's about 6, and they're going to have to go for it here, down 30 points in this second, and there's some motion, all kinds of
flag on the play.
I think Amesbury jumped, but I think it made Tremblay jump as well. I think they're going to have to call, it's going to be a false start on Triton. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Is this going to change their decision to go for it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they're down 30.
Yeah, they have to.
You know, I mean, the worst, a punt, I mean, where's the ball? About the 30-yard line? I mean,
Punt would,
it's a net of 10 if the punt goes out of the back of the end zone. So here we go. Out of the gun with 3 to his right. He's going to drop back and look to the right. He's got plenty of time. He's going to air it out all the way back in the end zone. Chris Colby up again, and he comes down with it. Does he come down with it?
He caught it.
He caught the ball again with 3 Amesbury's defenders all around him. He manages to make the catch, and the kid is driving me crazy because I think he caught it at the 3-yard line again.
He's down, though. He's still on the ground.
And
Long pass to Chris Colby. Injury on the play.
Come on, Chris, get up.
Colby down, breathing heavy. But I can't believe he caught that ball outside of the end zone just barely again. Unbelievable. What a great play, though. Jumped up there for that ball. And Schultz has got a lot of confidence in just chucking it to your brother and just putting it up there and letting him go up and get after it.
There
So
he
he's
goes.
going to be getting up. He's going to have to come out for at least one play. So you know his look. Is he all right?
I don't know. Normally when I can see his eyes, I can
Right.
tell or not.
Yeah, he can't take his helmet off when he's on the field, so he's just got to come off for a play.
Probably just got the wind knocked out of him or something.
Amazing catch, though. Unbelievable catch. And it takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. And once again, Colby's going to be the catch that sets it up for hopefully a touchdown here, as Triton has got a 1st and goal at the 2. And they're going to have to take a timeout, I think, because they couldn't quite get a play in in time. Couldn't figure out what they were going to
Timeout,
do.
Triton.
It's a good timeout, though. I'd rather see them, play smart, get the touchdown, no fooling around.
They really need to capitalize on this opportunity, though.
Yeah. And then come out and play some defense and really make something happen. There was 4 first downs on that particular drive. I mean, they absolutely marched the ball down the field. That looked really, really good. And it was a mixture. I mean, it was a run and a pass mixture. It wasn't just all pass plays, although that last one was, of course, the big one. So looking at the first half, they ran the ball 9 times. They threw the ball 10 times. It's a balanced attack. Inside 3 and outside 6. And they were 3 for 7 in the air, which cannot possibly be 70%, but I'm not doing the math here. And then turn the ball over, unfortunately. Colby is not seeing the trainer, so I guess that's good. And he may be back out on the field. I can't tell from here.
I think he's out still.
So there's the play. It looked a little bit like somebody moved a little early, but he's in for the touchdown. I think Tremblay
in for
in.
the touchdown.
Let's see, what's the call?
Fantastic. That is a touchdown. And a great play by Triton. A little bit of sort of delayed run to the right side, and Tremblay gets in there and scores. So once again, a great pass from Schultz to Colby sets him up inside the 5-yard line, and Triton gets the touchdown. So set up now for the extra point again. And let's see if he can get this one. Last time it was wide right, and it almost looked like he just didn't get off his foot the right way. It was a clean snap and a clean hold. Let's see what happens here. Snap is good, hold is good, ball's up, ball looks like it's good, and it is.
Extra point is good.
That's what it looked like last week. Definitely right up to
Just
the uprights.
solid, yeah. One thing I learned one of the first years we did this is you don't actually watch the ball, you watch the refs, because sometimes it looks like the ball goes through, and it doesn't go through. Nothing feels more silly than calling it. Well, we've done a lot of silly tonight, but yeah. All right, so Triton driving down the field and scoring. I wish they had done that without the interception for the pick 6 the last time, but that's okay. A 13-28 game would look better than 13-36, but still, there's a chance here now. Feels good. Amesbury in that first half with their 4 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions really had an entirely rushing game. I mean, 28 snaps running the ball and only 5 trying to throw the ball and only 2 for 5 in their passing game.
Triton's possession definitely took up a lot of the time. I mean, there's 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and it's the first Amesbury possession.
That's what they got to do the rest of this game in order to come back, is limit the amount of times that Amesbury touches the ball, the amount of time that Amesbury touches the ball. So here we go. Triton now with their kickoff.
Elliott Lent kicking off, going
And
for the
They
onside.
go for the onside kick. Total chaos over there, and I'm not sure if it touched somebody a little bit too early. Yeah, it's going to be a flag. It might have touched a Triton player inside that 10-yard line, or 10 yards. Good, though. Good, let's get aggressive and go for the onside kick. Why not? Now they need to come out and play some solid defense and stop that run. So in the first half, Triton was 7 for 10 on the on passing. It was 70% completion rate, which is crazy, and they got to be at least that high coming into this the second half, because it felt like every time, with the exception of the 1 sack, every time that Schultz dropped back, he connected. So Amesbury with the ball now at the 45-yard line, inside Triton territory, 13-36 lead. Here's the snap. It's going to be a pitch off to the left. It's going to be stopped right, just maybe a yard to gain by number 11. Or number 30, hard to tell. So we were talking at halftime. Apparently it turns out that Hayden Ayotte, who's had a really good night for Amesbury, was actually a Triton
Brady
kid.
Dorr on the carry.
And that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
kids bounce around. That's okay.
Yeah, I think he spent 1 year at Triton in middle school in 8th grade.
A little bit of a homecoming for him, so good for that kid. So Amesbury in their set. It's going to be a handoff to number 4 off the left side. It's going to get nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and long now. We'll see whether or not they try and air it out
Joseph
again.
Tilton on the carry.
It looks like Colby's back in the game on defense.
No gain brings up 3rd down
Along
and
with
9.
Alden Lentz in the back. Leonard, the near cornerback on our side, actually playing more of like a middle linebacker position because of this offense. So it's going to be a sweep to the right, and unfortunately he's going to get a lot of yardage on that play. Maybe enough for a first down. It's going to be close. He's going to be short by probably about 3 yards.
Brady Dorr on the carry.
All right, Emily Colby, what do you do here? You got to go for it, right?
Yeah, like you said,
4th down and
when
3.
Triton had it at the other side of the field, punting it wouldn't really do much. It's too long for a field goal, unless they have a really good kicker.
Yeah, which they haven't shown us tonight. So here's the snap. It's going to be handoff to the right side off tackle, and it's going to be a decent run by number, can't quite tell, number 28 for Amesbury, and they're going to pick up the first down with that. So unfortunately, Triton was stopping them. They had him at 3rd and long, but a really big pickup on 3rd and long put him in just enough position to get that first down. So Amesbury keeps the ball now at about the 35-yard line of Triton. Need a big play. Need a turnover here. I don't think. No, Amesbury didn't have a turnover the entire first half. No interceptions. No fumbles that they lost. So we got to make something happen here. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out to his left with that ball. He's going to look to pass it. He is going to pass it, and it's going to be caught. Nope.
Complete
Number
pass.
7 couldn't quite pull it in. Number 7 for Amesbury couldn't quite catch that ball. That looked like an awkward pass too. The way he was rolling out like that. 2nd down and 10 now. I think we need a space heater for the next game that we do.
I was thinking the same thing. The wind is starting to pick up.
So just 2 minutes now left, 2 minutes 40 left in this 3rd quarter. And there's the ball. It's loose, and they're going to dive on top of it. So
Fumble on
Amesbury,
play, recovered by number 2.
with maybe the first or
Troy
second
Hamilton.
fumble of their night, but they've recovered them both. In this case, it's going to make it for a 3rd and very, very long now. They just went from 2nd and 9 to about a 3rd and 16. And it's the second time they've lost the ball, but they've been able to recover in both of them. That would have been great if Triton could have picked that ball up. But right here, they need to make a huge stop. They can't give up a lot of yardage on 3rd down like they did last time. Triton's defensive line looking a little gassed. Number 50 and 59 right there. Barry Nangle and Nick Nguyen. Here's a play now. 3rd and 16. Big play in this game. He's going to drop back. He's going to hand it off to number 28. Running on that right side. Not going to get anywhere. Good, strong play by Triton's defense. And for, I think, the first time tonight, they're going to have to punt. Is it the first time that Amesbury's had to punt? Might be. It's the first punt. It's the 2nd punt of the night. Okay. That's why we had to have Mr. Gundam here, because I couldn't remember any of this on my own. All right, so who we got back? So it's Tremblay and
It looks like Lens.
Lens back. Decent punt. Actually puts it in a great spot depending on the bounce, but it looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. Yep, That's about as beautiful a punt as you can get for Amesbury. They're going to pin Triton all the way back down on their own 2-yard line. So Triton's got to get the length of the field to make this a 2-touchdown game. 36-13 now. All right, let's see this Triton passing attack now. I think they're going to have to get themselves a little bit of space. Although you don't want to do the predictable run up the middle and get it stuffed right here, right? So going to be a little tricky for Triton.
Safety would be very bad right now.
Be super bad right now. And Amesbury shows a blitz and backs off. Triton backs off the line. There's a snap, a little bit of a low snap, and it is going to be to Tremblay right up the middle. And he's got a lot of room to run. He's coming to the outside on the left. He's still got more room, and somehow Triton does
Tremblay on the carry.
the absolute predictable thing of running the ball up the middle, and it turns out to be a huge play. That's got to be the longest run from scrimmage for Tremblay, certainly in this game. And it goes from first down and inside their own 10-yard line to all the way out over the 30. Fantastic.
Those awesome moves by Tremblay to create separation between him and the Amesbury defenders.
That was just a great little run, and again, so predictable. I mean, of course he's going to run the ball up the middle because you need some space, and he gets a huge gain out of it. So Schultz in the set. Takes it and moves to his right. Plenty of protection. Got a lot of time. He's still looking and looking. There's the throw, and it looks like it's broken up on the play by number 63.
Tender for Eldon Lentz.
Going to Lentz, and he just couldn't quite get there fast enough with the ball. And Amesbury quick enough to get in there with a hand and break it up. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. Tremblay's out now, sitting on the bench. I don't know if he's gassed or if he's a little bit hurt. That wind is absolutely picking up. It feels like we're in a wind tunnel right now. Steps back, quick throw this time over to Jared, and he's going to make a little cut, make a move. He's going to get himself for a first down. Beautiful play. Caught the ball, made that little hop step, quick cut, and J.J. Leonard is going to pick up a first down for the
Jared Leonard on the reception.
I like that
Triton
kid.
first down.
Leonard's taking on kids that have a foot over him, but I mean his size is really helping him right now.
Yeah, he looks good, and that little move right there is the difference between 3rd and long and first down. So fantastic. Schultz takes the ball, hands off this time to the running back. Rivera's going to get a big hole up the middle. Can't quite get away from one guy who had a hand on him. So
And Rivera up the middle.
Amesbury's number 56 get a hand on the collar, and look at that. So 6 first downs total.
That's the end of the 3rd.
In this half already. So basically Triton's offense is just absolutely woken up, and they look fantastic now. They got the stop on defense. They got out of the hole at the end of their, pinned all the way back inside their own 10. They're out over the 50. It's going to be a 2nd down and short, 2nd and 1 as we start this 4th quarter. So if they keep moving the ball this fast, they got a chance. They got to score 3 touchdowns. I mean, it's kind of nuts, but it's possible, right? You got some faith in them?
I have faith in them. I believe that any given day.
Yeah. They dug a big hole, but they might be able to pull out of this. They're looking good. So it's going to be 2nd and short. And I have no idea what the line, as you can see, what the heck is going on here? He's going to drop back, fakes the throw. Good block, excellent block by, looked like, nice play by the quarterback all the way up and over. And it looked like it was Quentin McHale with a fantastic block that kept Schultz on his alive and kept him on his feet. Schultz makes a couple little moves, and he picks up the first down.
Ty Schultz on the carry.
So another first down for the Triton Vikings. I believe it's 13 in this game now. So after having just 6 in the first half, they're absolutely tearing it up now. They had another 6 just in the 3rd quarter alone. And they start off this 4th quarter with a first down, and here we go. 1st and 10, ball at about the 43-yard line for the Triton Vikings.
If they had been doing this same type of offense in the first half as they are now, it would be a completely different game.
And there's Tremblay to the left side. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to get tackled down just short of the first down, though.
Tremblay on the carry.
if you take the pick six off the board, and if you take that first fumble on the very first exchange that gave Amesbury the ball on a very short field when they were able to score so quickly, it's a different game. You know, it's 14 points off the board, and we're looking at, I can't do the math, but like 13 to 22 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So Tremblay on his right hip, he's going to drop back and look right away. And there's a nice catch by Lentz, and Lentz is going to take it for a first down. Excellent play. Alden Lentz, right in the right spot. Beautiful play by Schultz. And Schultz looks really good.
Triton first down.
He's looking absolutely fantastic. 70% completions in the first half, and I think he's on fire for more than that this time.
It's awful quiet in here.
We need to get this crowd fired up. Let's go.
I think the student section fell asleep.
And here we go. Schultz drops back again. Looks left, looks right. He's going to roll to his right. Needs a little bit of help. Going to throw the ball deep down to Leonard, but it's going to be Lentz or Leonard, one of the two, but it's going to be a little bit overthrown just outside of him. He couldn't quite get there, so that was Leonard, I think. Couldn't quite get all the way over to the ball. Good protection, though, for Schultz. He rolled out and got the blocks he needed to be able to get off a good pass. That's probably only the second or third incomplete pass of this quarter for this half for Schultz. Emily Colby checking her watch, saying, how much more in this game? It's cold.
That's pretty much it. My toes are frozen. I can't even feel them anymore.
Low snap, quick toss, out to Leonard. Leonard's got some space to run. He's got to make a move. He's going to get swallowed up, though, unfortunately. And that was
catch by Jared Leonard.
It's a second down that didn't get him quite really enough yardage because it's going to be third and long. Third and about 7 or 8 now. Yeah, I can't feel my toes. But that's okay. 3rd and 7. Schultz has got 2 left and 2 right. He's got Colby on his far left. Is he going to look to him? He is. He's going to go to Colby just inside the first down marker. Colby's going to go ahead and get there. Going to stay in bounds. Going to get the first down. Great play. You could see he was going to Colby the whole time. He just liked the matchup, I think, as soon as they got out there.
Pass to Alden Lentz. Another Triton first down.
So I said it was Colby and it was to Lentz. I think I was right.
No, it was to Colby.
I think it was to Colby, not Lentz, but that's all right. So here we go. 3 to his right. He's going to hand it off to Schultz. Tremblay. And Trembley's going to bounce around and fight his way all the way down inside the 5-yard line, I think, almost to the 1.
Ethan Tremblay on the carry.
So Triton is just driving this game. They're looking good in this entire half. It's been fantastic. But for that pick 6, they're right in this.
Less than 9 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
And again, the ball's on the 1-yard line. How many times has Triton had the ball inside the 5-yard line in this game? I mean, it seems like they keep getting almost, they can't just quite punch it in right away. It's taking those extra couple of snaps and a lot of extra time. So Schultz in the gun, Leonard in the slot to his right, Tremblay off his left hip, takes a snap, going to drop back to pass. He's got a lot of pressure on him, but he's going to find. No, it's going to be an incomplete pass. It looked like Tremblay had it for a second, but then he rolled over and he didn't.
3rd and 1 from the 1.
So what do you run here? Do you run that ball up the middle again? This is when they miss. This is when we all miss Liam Spillane.
Definitely.
Because nobody stopped that kid when he had the ball with 1 yard to go for a touchdown. Kid was a monster. All right, so Schultz in the gun, Tremblay on his right, Leonard and Colby out to his right. And there's the handoff, and he doesn't quite get in. He actually drops the ball. I'm not sure if he's down or if he's down and he was in. No, he was down just short of the touchdown, I think.
I'd say go QB sneak Tom Brady over the top of the pile.
Yeah, they don't do a lot of under center. They don't usually take the snap under center very often. That's one challenge, though. And to switch to that is hard. So it's 4th and goal at the 1 yard line, really inside the 1 yard line. This is as tight as it gets.
Oh, it's 4th down.
And he is going to go under center, and he's going to do exactly what you said, and he's going to push the pile, and I think he's going to get in for the touchdown. And the referee signal, and there we go. Schultz with the touchdown. Fantastic. Did exactly what you said.
Ty
Got
Schultz.
in there, took the
Keep her up the
snap under
middle.
center, and that's what you got to do. Good for them. Way to. That's just a smart play by the coach. Smart play by the players. Excellent stuff. And now they're gonna. Looks like they're gonna go for 2.
They need it. They need the points.
They probably do. I mean, you do the math. I mean, that puts them at 21. So then they're down by 15. Yeah, I guess you got to get all the points you can get at this point. So Schultz back in the gun. He's going to roll to his left, look to the back of the end zone. It's going to bounce around. It's going to have been tipped,
Pass is
unfortunately.
incomplete.
He was going for Lentz, but it was tipped. He didn't quite have enough time to get a clean pass off. And so Triton's going to get another touchdown on the night, though, and they're going to be down 19-36 with 7:36 left in this game. And the band is awake now. The student section's awake now. Here we go.
Seems like the Amesbury fan section is slowly getting smaller.
Yeah,
They're not dealing with this cold.
they're all heading home. Yeah, confident in their team, unfortunately. And I think, there's just not enough time left, really.
Yeah.
Triton has played a much better second half, and they've had a couple of bad breaks. I mean, that early fumble and the pick six to start off the second half was just that was hard. That hurt. It was harsh. So we haven't seen a lot from Amesbury in this second half, really. I mean, they had one possession other than the pick six, and they didn't really move the ball too well. And then they had to punt it. I mean, they got 1 or 2 maybe first downs at the most. They just got the 1 first down, and then they had to punt the ball away. So if we can see the same thing now, Triton on the last kickoff went with the onside. You think they're going to do that again?
I feel like they should just kick it. I mean,
Yeah.
the onside is obviously something they don't practice too often.
Yeah, and I think, a low line drive and kick, or a high kick. Nice, though. It's going to bounce at about the 30, roll all the way back to the 25. Amesbury is going to break for it, going to get a little bit of room to run. Number 21 is going to go up the middle, is going to get more space, finally get taken down.
Maybe they should have just done the onside.
It would have ended up in about the same place either way.
Jeremy Lopez on the return.
So Triton now, they can't play that nickel defense anymore. They're going to have to put more guys on the line. They're going to have to stop that run, because if you're Amesbury, all you're doing is running right, running left, running right, running left. You're just trying to wind that clock down as much as you can. .7:28 left in this game, 19-36. Here we go. The band getting the crowd fired up. And Emily's right. It's actually it's totally a Triton crowd now. We pretty much lost the entire Amesbury student and parent section here. And there's the ball. It's a pitch to the right by 21. 21's going to squeak through somehow, and he's going to get a lot of space. Number 20 for Amesbury. An excellent run all the way down the right side. He was stopped.
Door on the carry.
Got hit initially, I think, by one of Triton's linebackers, but managed to break free, get a big gain on that play. And that's something that Triton just can't afford. They can't afford to give up any big plays anymore. 7 minutes and 10 left in this game.
They need an interception or a fumble or some type of mistake by Amesbury to get the ball back.
That's exactly what they need right now. There was a fumble last possession for Amesbury, but they fell on the ball themselves. Let's see what happens here. Right at the middle for not much of a gain that time. Second down now and 10.
Brady Dorr on the carry.
Amesbury team looks good. I know they're 1-3, but they went all the way in deep in the playoffs last year. I want to say they actually made the championship game.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how they came out 1-3 this year. But a 1-3 Triton team, a 1-3 Amesbury team.
I think actually a 1-2 Triton team. They had the bye week mixed in there. But potentially after tonight, they will be 1-3.
Yeah. So the next game is at Masco.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, and then the next home game is at the end of this month, October 25th, against Ipswich. Which, if the weather pattern has been anything like it is tonight, I'm not entirely sure how that game's going to go.
It's going to be a chilly one.
Yes. Yeah. Need Need a bigger hot pot of coffee here with us the whole time.
Yep.
And then next week for Amesbury is Linfield. I have no idea how Linfield is. So here's the snap. And it's a little bit of delayed rush up the middle. Number 11 again, Donovan is going to get a lot of yardage on that play. And it was sort of and we got a Triton Viking player coming off the field, 57, who isn't listed on our roster, so not sure who that is. He is definitely in a lot of pain, though, coming off.
Kyle Donovan on the last carry.
So again, a first down for Amesbury. Again, the clock moving. It's been at least a couple minutes on this drive already. And they're going to take it inside the 5-minute mark before this drive ends. And here's the snap. It's going to be up the middle by Donovan again. And again, it's another one of those delays. He's going to break free, break a bunch of tackles. He's going to walk into the end zone. So that kid, Kyle Donovan, having a heck of a game for Amesbury.
Kyle Donovan for the touchdown.
He's made some really big plays tonight, and they figured out that little delayed move on the inside. That I don't think they had been running that play much in the first part of this game, but they ran it twice there, back to back. It seemed like the exact same play, and that is the nail in the coffin. 42-19. I don't think there's much chance left now, right?
Definitely.
You lost it. You lost.
I kind of lost it. It's just it's too close. I was thinking maybe at the beginning of the fourth quarter that we'd have a little bit more of a spark and.
But unfortunately, Triton can't hold on, and it looks like they're – can't tell if he stopped him for the two-pointer. No, he got in for the two-point conversion. So they add 2 more to it to make it 44-19. And Emily Colby's optimism is gone.
Yep.
The Amesbury crowd is gone. But we're still here. We got 5 minutes left of football. So now the last home game, I don't know if you remember the Newburyport game, Triton scored that crazy touchdown. Your brother caught, I don't know, at like the 20-yard line, ran the whole way down with the 30. It's fantastic. But then the last touchdown of the game was by Triton, and it was kind of against Newburyport's JV team. I mean, they had put in a lot of this up. But it was good. It was a solid offensive possession by Triton. I'm not entirely sure that Amesbury is going to put their second team out there now because it's that kind of night. You just want to sort of finish it off. So Colby, Tremblay, not sure who else is back there for Triton to catch the ball. We got one extra man on the field, so he needs to come off. So Thanksgiving game, I think, is home this year, if I remember right. It's fantastic. Did you go to the Thanksgiving game last year by any chance?
No, I did not. I was busy eating my turkey. But.
Good for you. That game was in Haverhill in an ice bowl.
Oh, jeez.
It was brutal. So
Wasn't
here's
it
a kick.
Snowing?
It was, yes. And it's going to bounce, and it's going to roll out of bounds this time, and there's the flag, and Triton's going to get the ball at the 35-yard line. It was so cold, and they had not fully scraped the ice off of the stands, and so you couldn't sit because it was blocks of ice.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was brutally, brutally freezing cold. And so as much as I wanted to stay and watch the whole game, I think I saw 5 snaps, and then nope. But this year it'll be in this stadium, which would be fantastic. And Pentucket, I don't know how Pentucket's doing this year, but it'd be good. It'd be good to see him. So here comes Triton. Starting offense out on the field. Leonard's going to be lined up on the right. Colby on the far right. Leonard in the slot. Schultz back with Tremblay on his right. 3 receivers on the right. Here's the snap. Low snap. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to look, and he's going to look, and I think he wants Colby deep, and he does. And he's got him, and Colby with a great catch. Stays on his feet, but drops the ball. Ball popped out. Hit hard after he caught it. Took a couple of steps, was going to make a move, but hit too hard, and the ball pops out, and Amesbury is going to get the ball on a fumble after a beautiful catch. Once again, Chris Colby going up in a crowd of Amesbury Indians, making an incredible catch. This time, unfortunately, coughs the ball up when he gets hit hard.
Oh, darn it.
That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt for a while. Another turnover by Triton. That's their second fumble on the night to make it a total of 4 turnovers all the way around. And just like that, We're going to be inside the 5-minute mark, and Amesbury is probably going to just run this clock down. They get a couple of first downs, and Triton's not really going to be able to stop the clock and stop them enough. It was a great play. It was a great pass. It was a great catch. That was tough. Morgan Hall, one of the stars of the game today in Amesbury for the Triton soccer team here with us. Playing a very calm possession on the ball, knocking a couple people over, which is always good. So here we go, Amesbury with the ball. They're going to run it right up the middle. That little delay in again. And again, number 21 is going to make a big play on that, get pushed out of bounds. And he picks up about 14 yards on that play and stops the clock, unfortunately.
Jeremy Lopez on the
No,
carry.
it doesn't stop the clock. I never understood. Oh, maybe he said he wrapped him up before he got him out of bounds. That and the refs want to go home, so they're keeping the clock running.
I don't blame him.
So, Mr. Gundrum, how many first downs did Triton end up having? Because I'm not sure they're going to get the ball back before this game ends. Because it was a really good, it was a different Triton offense in the entire second half. So with the exception of the pick six and the fumble there, they really played well. 9 first downs in the first half and 6 in the second half. So, all right, maybe I saw a different game. There goes Amesbury again, run the ball up the middle again. Ayotte, a good little run, going to pick up about 7 yards. Clock's going to keep
Hayden
moving.
Ayotte on the carry.
So he's had a good little homecoming, Hayden Ayotte. I think he'd like coming back to Triton. You flipped it around. There we go. 6 first downs in the first half, 9 first downs in the second half. I did see the game I thought I saw. All right. So since we're talking about soccer, Emily Colby, who's the best player on the girls soccer team? Come on.
Oh, gosh.
Is she standing to your right or no? Yeah.
I don't know. Morgan, who do you think is the best soccer player on the team? Yeah. No I in team.
No I in team. I like it. So here's the snap. It's going to be off to the right. And he's going to break another tackle, but get taken down by Chris Colby just after a gain of about 6 or 7 on that play. But it's enough for a first down, unfortunately. So Amesbury not only keeping the ball, not only running the clock down, but also running up the yardage. And they're keeping their first team. That's a 5th first down that they've had just in this quarter. And they're keeping their first team on the field as well, which I guess isn't surprising. I mean, they want to end this thing on a high note. They want to go into their next game against Linfield looking good.
At Amesbury's first possession of the half, it really looked like, or besides the pick six, it really looked like Triton had shut down the run game.
Yeah.
But they're picking up some big yardage now.
They did. They came out and they stopped them well, forced that punt. There's a handoff off the left side again, and again a tackle this time by Tremblay. I'm not sure who else on that. No, not Tremblay. Minute 35 left. Cold night in Byfield and a cold score at 19-44. But a good effort by Triton. I mean, you know, for a team with a losing record to come out here and play as well as they did in spurts, and the pick six and the 2 fumbles and the other interception really hurt them, but otherwise they played a good offensive game, and they played a good defensive game at times. They really needed some more stops here in this last little drive by Amesbury, but otherwise they played well.
And losing O'Doy last week was huge, and Schultz has really stepped up to the plate. Absolutely.
That kid has played a really good game tonight. There's a little run up the middle. You're just pretty much running down the clock now. 3rd down. 3rd and about 1 to go for Amesbury. They should just be able to snap the ball. If they can get a first down, it's basically the end of the game. Just watching the clock to see how this is going to spool down here. Yeah, it is kind of amazing with O'Doy gone, as much offense as Triton put up tonight. Really impressive. And I think your brother likes catching the ball with 3 kids around him. You know, that seems to be his preferred time to catch the ball. You know, let me make sure I got 3 defenders around me, and then I'll go up and grab it. So looks like Amesbury is just going to kneel on this ball. Here's the snap. Kneels down on it. That's going to run out this clock. That was 4th down. Shaking hands all the way around. So a 19-44 loss.
Please have a safe ride home.
Really good Triton crowd tonight. Really good time all the way around, if you can say that in a loss, but it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. I mean, showed a lot of life out of Triton. Your brother looked great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you very much for Emily for stepping up and doing this. Really appreciate it.
No problem. I had fun.
Great. So the next game is the end of October, so you got to be ready for it, right?
I'll have more layers on
Excellent.
that time.
Fantastic. Thank you, Emily. So we're out here. Thank you very much.